Crowds are so big these days, some are calling it Times Square in the sky. Brooklyn Bridge draws big crowds, and now the city is looking to combat overcrowding on the iconic landmark with a fresh facelift. But is even such a thing possible? Good evening once again. I'm Maurice Dubois.
Welcome back. I'm Jessica Moore. On any given day, 10,000 pedestrians and more than 3,000 cyclists use the Brooklyn Bridge, and things can get crowded quick.
The city has heard the complaints, and it's seriously considering reconstructing the promenade. CBS 2's Scott Rapoport has more from Brooklyn.
Ask anyone who uses the pedestrian and bike paths on the Brooklyn Bridge, and they'll tell you things can get a little hairy up here.
People constantly falling off their bikes and stuff like that, so it gets pretty bad up here.
I've seen a few people hit by bikes. It gets very crowded, yeah.
The narrow lanes, the hordes of people, 10,000 pedestrians on an average weekday, 3,500 cyclists a day, can make things a little too close for comfort.
I don't bring my kids up here in the summer. I worry about them getting run over by a bike or something.
Now comes word of some potential ideas that could expand the pedestrian bicycle promenade over the Brooklyn Bridge.
It's time to take a fresh look at what the next iteration of the Brooklyn Bridge is going to look like.
New York City Department of Transportation Commissioner Polly Trottenberg says the city is commissioning a $370,000 7-month study that explores expansions to the famed promenade to ease congestion. Renderings like these show potential widening and expansion points over the length of the bridge, including possible expansion over the bridge's girders. The fundamental challenge of all this
is the engineering feasible? Can we find a way that the bridge can accommodate the weight and we can come up with a design?
Nothing is set in stone. Results from the study will be available sometime next year. Trottenberg would not offer any insight on what any such project like this might cost. But bikers and cyclists here say any change would be welcome, that almost anything would be better than this. Scott Rapoport, CBS 2 News.
Brooklyn Bridge is 133 years old, and Trottenberg says any proposed changes would require coordination with the Landmark and Preservation Commission. She says those agencies are already working together.